God's advice today. This message was lovingly prepared to bring peace and guidance to your heart. If it touches you, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. That way, you'll keep receiving uplifting content. Stay with us until the end. We've prepared something special with great care. Discover something life-changing. In the first comment, I left a special prayer and an opportunity that could open doors you never imagined. God said, "Beloved child, listen carefully to the words I give you today, for nothing you are experiencing is by chance. I know there are days when doors slam shut before you, people leave without explanation, and promises that once seemed certain vanish like morning mist. But I want you to know, this is not a sign of abandonment, but of preparation. Every apparent loss is a redirection led by my hands. Are you seeking a deep spiritual change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Imagine attracting wealth and abundance in less than a week, while blessings are poured out on you daily. All of this begins with a simple 1-minute prayer. To discover how this technique can transform your reality, click the link in the first comment. Every step you take on this journey not only benefits you, but also supports our channel and the dedicated team that brings you this valuable content. Do not wait any longer to begin this journey of spiritual and material transformation. Click now to learn more and start walking toward a fuller, more abundant life. When something doesn't happen at the time you expected, it's because, in my eternal wisdom, I am moving pieces your eyes cannot yet see, opening paths your feet have not yet known, diverting you from decisions that would have brought pain. I see beyond. Remember, as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways and my thoughts than your thoughts. Isaiah chapter 55 verse 9. What seems like a delay, a denial, or a diversion is often the exact route to the purpose I designed for you from the beginning. Do not fear when you don't understand. Do not give up when you can't see. I am not guessing your future. I know it completely, for I am the one who drew it with love and precision. Trust in me. Even when everything seems uncertain, remain firm, for it is I who guide you. And in the right time, what today seems like silence will reveal itself as care. What hurts you today will tomorrow become a testimony of my faithfulness. Beloved child, listen carefully to my voice in this time, for I am calling your heart to something deep, solid, and transformative. There are moments when I ask you to take steps before the ground appears beneath your feet, not to confuse you, but to strengthen your faith and reveal the trust that dwells within you. What I am doing in your life is not sustained by human logic but by the invisible pillars of my eternal purpose. I do not ask you to understand everything now, but to walk even when the light seems faint. The true movement of faith is not in waiting for guarantees but in believing my word even when everything around you says otherwise. And when I instruct you to move forward, even if it seems impossible, it's because the miracle has already been ordered on the other side of your obedience. Do not walk by sight, walk by faith. The faith I give you is not blind. It sees through spiritual eyes and walks on troubled waters without sinking, for it is grounded in me. As you move, I act. As you obey, I prepare. Every step in faith reveals my faithful character and my unshakable care. Do not react with fear, walk in courage, for I am with you. Comment, I trust in the love of God, He is my refuge. Even on days when your strength seems to fail you and your soul whispers that it is tired, I remain by your side, working in silence, caring for every detail of your life with eternal diligence. What seems like silence to you is, in fact, divine strategy. What you see as delay, I see as alignment. I am healing wounds you haven't even recognized yet, opening doors behind invisible curtains, moving pieces far beyond your comprehension. When doubt tries to cloud your vision, remember, since ancient times no one has heard, no ear has perceived, no eye has seen any God besides you, who acts on behalf of those who wait for him. Isaiah chapter 64 verse 4. This promise is not just a beautiful verse, it is a reflection of my constant work. You are not standing still. Heaven is in motion. Angels are being sent. Promises are being prepared. While you wait in faith, I am building what your eyes have not yet seen. Comment, even in the silence, God is working for me. The battles you have faced, the delays that tested your patience, the days when you felt lost, all these moments hold a purpose far beyond the pain you experienced. None of your suffering was ignored by me. Every tear was collected. Every sigh was recorded. Every apparent detour was carefully calculated by my infinite wisdom. You are not being punished, you are being refined like gold in the fire. Did you know there's an effective method to attract more financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-rooted beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It had a profound impact on my life, and we would like to invite you to discover this special practice. When we trust that God wants to move in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you'd like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing inspiring and transformative content, we invite you to learn more about our product. The link is available in the first comment so you can discover how this technique may also help on your journey. Your support helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We are truly grateful for your trust and support. In all this you greatly rejoice, though now for a little while you may have had to suffer grief in all kinds of trials. These have come so that the proven genuineness of your faith, of greater worth than gold, which perishes even though refined by fire, may result in praise, glory, and honor when Jesus Christ is revealed. 1 Peter chapter 1 verses 6 and 7. I am removing impurities, expanding your vision, and shaping your heart. What you saw as a pause is preparation. I am making you strong enough to carry what I have for you. The new that is coming requires structure, clarity, and maturity, and that is what I'm building in you. Comment, every tear I shed has value before God. The time that is coming, my child, will not be like the ones before. It will be a time of renewal and clarity. You will feel repositioned both inside and out. You will no longer be at the mercy of the winds, for I will turn the contrary winds into a push in your favor. The blocks that once held you back will now become open paths. I am aligning your soul with my plan, repositioning your steps, and breathing new life into your journey. The pieces will begin to fit, and you will understand that nothing was in vain. Every experience, both good and hard, is converging into a glorious purpose. As I promised, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. Romans chapter 8 verse 28. So do not fear the movements I am making, they are part of my greater plan. Soon, you will see clearly what you now perceive only by faith. Comment, God turns opposition into direction and silence into answers. But my care over your life requires intentional response. The protection I offer is available, but it is activated by remaining. It's not enough to visit my presence, you must dwell in it. There is a difference between approaching me out of convenience and surrendering out of decision. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. The promise is in Psalm 91 verse 1, but the condition is in the word dwell. Being with me consistently ensures shelter, wisdom, and discernment. This is not a time for distractions, but for spiritual focus. Don't let strange voices dictate your direction. In noisy days, seek my whisper. In confusing days, seek my counsel. Everything you are living through requires vigilance, not just emotional, but spiritual. Don't let your soul wander far from me. Come near with intention. Make my presence your home, not just your occasional refuge. Comment, I choose to make the presence of God my dwelling place. There is a safe path I am preparing for you, but it can only be walked with precision. That means obeying my instructions seriously. When I speak, it's not to suggest, it's to guide. My word is not decorative, it is directional. Every small command I give you has eternal significance. They may seem like details to you, but they are key pieces of the puzzle I am building in your life. Obey even when you don't understand. Even if your mind questions, your spirit will recognize my voice. And as you walk in obedience, even in the dark, you will be lighting the way for your own journey. I am teaching you to depend on me deeply, to live not by bread alone but by every word that comes from my mouth. Because obedience frees, protects, and positions. It's not a prison, it's a bridge. It's not a limitation, it's expansion. Stay strong, because I am with you every step of the way. My child, listen carefully and keep these words in your heart, for they are instructions for life in this very moment you are walking through. The prayer that rises from you must come from a place of truth within your soul, not the kind uttered out of habit, but the kind that is born from clear intention, full trust, and deep reverence. When you pray with sincerity and insight, your prayer is not just a sound in the air, it becomes a shield around you. It establishes spiritual protection and draws my direction over your steps. Do not be deceived by the noise of the world that tries to distract your mind. Learn to pray with the eyes of faith open and your heart aligned. Prayer that flows with clarity and power changes the spiritual atmosphere, opens locked doors, and closes breaches the enemy tries to exploit. True prayer keeps your spirit awake and connected to me. Comment, my prayer has power when it is born from truth within me. There is one who constantly rises against my plans, my child. He is cunning, observing every move you make, waiting for any sign of distraction or weariness to plant doubt, confusion, or discouragement. When you feel weak, he tries to whisper that you are alone or that I am distant. But listen, through prayer, you remain firm. Prayer is not only your weapon, it is your shelter, your hiding place. As it is written, the Lord is good, a refuge in times of trouble. He cares for those who trust in him. Nahum chapter 1 verse 7. When you pray, you reinforce the walls of your faith. When you pray, the light within you intensifies and drives away the darkness. Do not live merely to survive. I called you to flourish, to grow, to conquer. But this requires intentional prayer. Prayer must not be your last resort, but your first source. It sustains you, aligns you with truth, and gives you the vision to see beyond the lies of this world. Comment, I trust in the love of God, He is my refuge. This is not a time for spiritual neglect. It is a time for sharp awareness, for sensitive discernment, and for a heart fixed on my word. As it is written, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil walks about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8. The The decisions you make now will shape not only your present, but your future. When I delay an answer, it is not carelessness, it is teaching. When I lead you to wait, it is because I am preparing something greater than you imagine. But you must be awake to follow when I say go. Understand, my little one, that delaying obedience is the same as disobedience. And each hesitation can open the door to avoidable difficulties. The favor I place upon you is not a license to ignore my direction. Favor walks hand in hand with obedience. If you want to see my purpose fulfilled in your life, you must walk with me, step by step, with readiness and faithfulness. Comment: God calls me to walk with readiness and vigilance. My beloved child, understand this: when you step away from the path I have set before you, consequences will follow. I do not say this to frighten you, but to help you understand that there is a spiritual structure that sustains all I have created. When you ignore it, when you walk away from me, the foundation beneath your feet begins to shake. My instructions are not suggestions, they are foundations of life. If you disregard what I am saying now, you may experience losses that could have been avoided. But if you listen to my voice and act without delay, I will see your faithfulness, and I will move heaven on your behalf. The choices you make in this time will shape your future path. You are entering days that will require strength, and your decision to obey or to hesitate will determine whether you walk in my fullness or live limited by your own choices. Remember, every decision you make affects not only your life but everything and everyone connected to you. Obedience brings stability, resistance creates disorder. Comment: my decisions in God shape my destiny. These are not ordinary days. They are days of testing, revealing, and refining. What once seemed bearable may intensify. Distractions may multiply. Temptations may grow more alluring. But all of it is just the backdrop to one eternal question that heaven and earth will ask you: will you follow, or will you hesitate? That is the question. Each decision you make will answer it, and the path of your life will be shaped by that answer. And I tell you this in love: what you choose when you are alone will echo through everything that happens around you. You are not alone, even if the weight feels heavy. I am with you. My presence surrounds you. My eyes guide you. But you must be willing to listen and follow, not later, not halfway, but with integrity and readiness. There are blessings that only manifest through full obedience. Do not settle for half the promise. I desire to give you everything. But to receive it, you must walk fully with me. Comment: I will follow God even when it's hard, because He is faithful. Nothing is lacking in you for this time. I have already equipped you with my truth, my spirit, and the authority to act in my name. You only need to remain firm, with open eyes and a surrendered heart. What you are facing now cannot be conquered by human strength, but by letting me lead you. Victory does not belong to the strongest, the loudest, or the most visible, but to the one who keeps following me, no matter what. The enemy who rises against you cannot stand when you walk in obedience. When you remain in truth, in prayer, rooted in what I have revealed, every scheme of darkness collapses. Because victory is not uncertain, it is assured, guaranteed, sealed by my word. I am leading you into a season of breakthrough, into a place of blessing beyond what you have asked for or even imagined. But it all begins with your decision to follow me with all your heart. And when you do, you will see doors opening, answers arriving, and miracles unfolding. Comment: my victory is certain because I walk with God. My beloved child, the walk I call you to is not hesitant, nor a step held back by fear, but a full surrender, a deep trust with every step you take. To live this journey with me means abandoning the fear of the unknown and embracing the security of my care. I have chosen you for a great purpose, a plan that goes beyond what human eyes can see or understand. You were not called to a small, mediocre, or conformist life. You were called to walk with me, to speak with me in every moment, so that your life may reflect the love and truth I desire to reveal to the world through you. This intimacy with me is what strengthens you, what keeps you firm when storms arise, because I know the times you live in are unlike any other. They demand your total surrender and constant attention. You are not a solitary traveler. I am the one who opens the path before you, who holds your hand when shadows try to frighten you. In every moment, in every difficulty, my presence is your foundation. These days you are going through are not ordinary, my child. They require a keen ear and a heart willing to bow to my direction, even when everything around seems uncertain. Walking with me is not just a practice, it is the secret to the victory that awaits you. It is in this walk that you will find the strength to stand firm before what tries to bring you down. It is not your own strength that will sustain you, but mine, surrounding you, protecting you from every evil. Understand that the security you seek is not in human approval or fleeting achievements, but in the quiet certainty that I am with you, guiding every move, illuminating every choice. When the adversary comes with his schemes, you will rise not by your own effort but by the confidence that my hand will never let go. I am preparing you to be an unshakable rock, a presence of peace in the midst of chaos, a beacon that shines even when darkness insists on approaching. My purpose for you is not that you live a life of anxiety or constant seeking for recognition, but that you learn to rest in the security of my presence. The walk I call you to does not require you to see the whole road, but to live the present step with me. Every stage of the journey was carefully prepared during moments when perhaps you did not perceive what I was doing deep within you. Those seasons of silence and waiting are the fertile soil where your faith grows and your soul finds stability. Do not worry about understanding everything immediately. My providence is continuous and sure, and it is enough for you to trust that, as you walk by my side, I am preparing the way for you. True victory is not found in a distant destination but in the quality of the walk with me right now, in this moment. Walking with me is finding the peace that surpasses all understanding, the calm that transcends the noise of the world, the firmness that comes from a surrendered spirit. Do not let yourself be swept away by the hurry or anxiety the world promotes. I invite you to a life of active stillness, where movement springs from harmony with my rhythm. In moments when the noise of circumstances insist on grabbing your attention, turn to me and find in my silence the direction you need. The peace I offer is not the absence of challenges but the constant presence that sustains you through them. You are called to be an example of serenity, a channel through which my peace flows to those around you. The transformation I am working in you is subtle but powerful, a change seen not in grand gestures but in the calm way you respond to life's pressures and tensions. Therefore, learn to cherish the moments when you simply remain with me, without needing to do anything, just to be. It is in those moments that your spirit is renewed and aligned with my will, finding the strength for the next steps. Always remember, my beloved child, that the secret to the victorious walk lies in closeness to me. I do not ask for grand demonstrations or spectacular works, but that you seek me in every moment and allow me to lead your steps. My presence is your shield and your safety. What the world calls success, I call silent faithfulness, deep trust, constant surrender. Do not be deceived by appearances or visible results. True victory is found in walking day after day with me, in abandoning your own strength to rely on mine. You are chosen for a life of meaning, and that life begins with a step of faith, a step of surrender, a step of love. Trust me, stay close, and you will see the path open before you, filled with light and purpose. I am with you, not by chance, not for a moment, but forever. With love, God. To you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.